Revelation 4, after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. John was raptured on a spiritual places like Paul was. And I'm sure he regretted that he couldn't stay there, but he came back because he had a mission. He had to write this book of Revelation. But again, he uses the word there immediately. He went from a man on earth to a spirit in heaven, and that it just happened just that quick. But this is a promise, John, as the apostle of Christ, this is a promise that the church is not going to go through the tribulation. Where this is in the book of Revelation is right after Jesus had described all the churches in Revelation 3, ending up with the Laodicean church at the end, and then immediately goes to Revelation 4:1, and this rapture takes place. And then the rest of the book of the Revelation applies to the times of the tribulation and the second coming. And so this is an indication right here that along with those words in 1 Thessalonians 4 that said, wherefore comfort one another with these words about us being caught up. This is an indication that the church will not go through the tribulation. And God only knows how many supposedly Christian denominations have all kinds of theories about the rapture and the second coming and the millennium and all these different things. And all you have to do is look at the simple words of God's book and put these things in order. And it's obvious that the church will only be here till the rapture, and the tribulation will be after the rapture. If you read down a couple other verses in Revelation 4:4, it says, and round about the throne, this is what John is seeing. Round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. Guess what? The bride of Christ is dressed in white raiment, and you are going to be able to earn crowns of gold. So that is unique to the people of the body of Christ. And there's no doubt that these 24 elders right here are believers. They're in heaven, and they're going to be watching the tribulation from 14 billion light years away. And then turn over a page, Revelation 5, verse 9. Revelation 5:9 says, and they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. That is a promise made to the body of Christ. It's not made to anybody else. So these people that are in heaven at this time, before the great tribulation comes, represent the body of Christ, which is where we're going to be after the rapture, before the second coming, where all the tribulation time takes place on earth.